Chief Gant, you didn't.
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime. For no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. But the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone was aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you are the chief of police. You have the entire police force at your disposal. Oh. So you think I just ordered an officer to do it? And you, take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office.
How do you do that?
Well, this time, I thought it was a useless clue, just taking up space. I'm still wondering that one itself.
How could the chief of police have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. Get a parking stop.
How would that help?
I'm gonna use it. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
Parking stop. Miles Edgeworth.
You mean? The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Did that answer your question?
Get in Edward's car?
That's what I'm wondering. You mean I carried the victim's body? Precisely so. But even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day. But you did return. Tell me, why? Ah! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. That would be the screwdriver, which would have been related as well. So I think either answer in this case would have went. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. So, you see, what you're really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk.
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car?
Yes. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. As why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye. Now, if he's going down, he's taking Lana with him.
Order! 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 From Mr. Wright. What's going on here? There is no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations.
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. This was exactly the opposite. It is a photo of the body being taken out from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please, say something.
Now, I believe... your time's up.
My time's up.
Sorry, Rado, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? He, police chief, has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
So, you're just gonna run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goody. And that's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Attorney Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Guy dispose of his body?
Do you have any concrete proof? Sadly, I don't. I mean, there's no video footage. And there's nothing else we can actually do. We just got proof that he transported the body. But we got no proof that he murdered.
Yeah, but does it say that you need, like I have no proof yet?
No, we got no proof. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Aji?
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your actions against the chief.
What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Fredo. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji. I'll leave the rest to you.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What? Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. Edgeworth to the rescue, that's right. Lady who knows the truth. Another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only way to approve his testimony.
Excuse me.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling for witnesses today. Kitty says bless you.
Thank you.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth. But we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor.
Wouldn't it be that Mrs. the lunch lady?
No.
No?
The only one that knows the exact truth is actually Lana Sky.
True.
The defense calls forth...
The defendant? Miss Lana Sky?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task? To dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with someone's orders...
Mr. Edgeworth?
The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Hold on.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Well, Chief Gant sounds like a woman half the time, too.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana. He's talking to Lana? I don't think you need me to tell you this. But if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah! This isn't good. Of course, you never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. We've got a lunch date to meet.
Ugh. See, that should be proof enough that he just...
I know.
Okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Of course it will be. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
Chief. Here's something else, eh, pals?
Detective Gumshoe?
I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh yeah? Oh, sorry about that.
Don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Could he mean... Maya?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair. He always has the right to refuse to testify.
So right.
Remember what the judge said. Okay, yeah. It's not right to be casually invoked, is right. He did say that too. Risks? What does he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite holds all true also.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
There's Emma right there. Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma? I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
I don't know how you feel relieved on that one, but okay. Relieved?
Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man.
She kinda still is.
And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone knew her. Said she changed. Perhaps. It was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. To force herself to do anything the Chief told her to. That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blame yourself now, pal. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be to fool everyone else with his forgery. But he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, I better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma, why didn't you wait
No, I'm going with you.
Huh?
I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. Damn straight.
I hope she actually do open up and tell the truth.
Oh, it will. It's gonna happen. And as well, we finish this night, we go straight to the second game next week, so...
Okay.
And I'm happy for that. February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand?
And there she is right there. Miss Lana Sky, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But, Mr. Redford, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth.
Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Hey, we'll always be the sister. Yeah. It's like one of those crazy things right there. Alright, let's go.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant.
Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. Gant and the fabrication. Here we go.
I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago, all by myself. Well, shit. When I found the prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. She's trying to protect her sister again.
Yeah, I can tell.
Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Man, she keeps lying.
Please, Mr. Wright, you got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
What if she's telling the truth?
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony.
Yeah, there's no time to start second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination of the witness.
Ah.
Back in my day, we were in 1952. I mean...
How many years exactly?
Ever since I was made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good at coming from the same school as Mia.
David Gant was a respectable detective, that's why.
But then, think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And...
Yeah, that one I still don't believe. Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
What she did was a justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana!
So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago?
You say you did this all by yourself?
Yes,
Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene?
it seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
Oh, but we already proved this one. What?
But Prosecutor Marshall
But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
that's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Finish all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. Huh.
You mean Prosecutor Marshall will end up being killed by Dark?
Something like that.
If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
Oh, just to protect me.
So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to.
Yes,
Okay, so you're gonna add to your testimony.
I broke off the tip of Deck's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body.
Yeah, there's probably more
Bullshit.
lies right there. That's what I'm thinking anyway. You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the rod?
Then you moved the body?
But why? Why did you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
It isn't that bad. Well, maybe I had to ask for the sake of others. Yeah, why did you move the body? Is what I want to know. Generally, crime scene is not supposed to be touched in any way, shape, or form. Only unless it's by investigators. And she, technically, it's a fresh crime, so there's a whole list of things had to go through with that one. When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk.
But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there?
The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason this guy moved the body.
The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
I'm actually going to present
But
something
the pieces of the jar that was shattered was by that locker.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to present. Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
Contradiction in my testimony?
You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, the message was written on the jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written in it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not have yet been broken before he died. He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. And there you go. There's your contradiction on that one.
Order! Order!
Your Honor, I don't think the pizza's here yet. I mean, it would appear. More information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. That is actually the truth. And that one?
Very well. Oh, go ahead.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.